What's up, guys? Fourth Line Wonders finally back.
Yeah. I know we said we were going to try to get, but weather.
Yeah, our video lied in the last 30 seconds. It was like, oh, definitely this day, definitely this day, definitely this day. Nope, it's been 3 weeks.
Yep, and you can blame the weather for most of it.
And then other things happen at the same time.
Yeah, but we are back. We're going to try to get more consistent again.
Yes.
Hopefully.
So, tonight, we are live on Facebook, as you guys see. NFL season in review. And some of the news that's come down in the last couple of days has been quite interesting. But I want to talk about that first before we talk about the season review.
Is this story going to have a happy ending?
Hey.
No, it's not going to have a happy ending considering the indictments. Why would you pay $60 when you have 9-point-something billion to your name?
Everyone's got their thing they like.
I mean, I figured if he was going to be paying for anything, it would be paying for the pills to keep it up. But, I guess he doesn't have that problem.
How does Miss Kraft feel about this?
Oh, that divorce is going to be lovely.
Who gets control of the team?
Oh, she will, because he's going to die during the court proceedings.
That divorce is going to be so ugly.
Yeah, it is. Oh, man, this is going to be bad.
Maybe she paid for it.
Oh, she paid for it.
Oh, God.
Anyway.
So, if you aren't caught up on this by now, Robert Kraft has been indicted in a prostitution ring in Florida, along with several other big names. Now, not all of them have been released.
Yep, and it was actually started as a sex trafficking investigation, so that's going to be interesting, too.
It turned into much more. I was looking at some of them. Did you have your happy ending?
Hey! No, she's in Florida.
That's not helping the situation. You failed that one. Oh, God.
Anyway, we're going to move on.
Really?
Actually, she is in Florida, yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, she's driving back tonight.
But still. That was the worst timing you could have said that ever.
I forgot.
Yeah, we're just going to move on.
We're just going to move on.
Okay, so as I was saying, Robert Kraft, for all those New England Patriots fans out there, have fun with that one. All the Jets fans over here are going to celebrate all season long.
That brings a whole new meaning to, do the Patriots cheat? They cheat on their wives.
So now we know what they were really doing with those deflated balls.
Hey, all right.
Now we figure out how they deflated the balls.
Oh, I thought they were turning them blue, but okay.
All right, we need to move on. We're just gonna.
They got a happy ending.
If we don't move on, we're just gonna get stuck on this all night.
We can. It's pretty big news, but all right. Regardless of that, Robert Kraft's court date will be April 24th, apparently.
My sister and grandmother's birthday.
Speaking of birthdays, it's this guy's birthday.
Happy birthday, man!
Yay!
Yay! He's moving on. NFL season in review. This year has been the tale of the kicks.
Yeah.
Quite literally.
Yeah.
For kicks and giggles?
It's more like punts and field goals, but okay.
Oh, you mean the Super Bowl?
Wait, we had a Super Bowl?
That Super Bowl was so
The
bad.
Punt Bowl. Actually, no, it wasn't really. Yeah.
It wasn't really the punt. It was the punt bowl.
The punt
bowl. I was about to say, it was the punt bowl.
It really was the punt bowl. So the numbers, from my understanding, is there was over 300 missed... No, not over 300. Sorry, over 150. I don't know where I got 300 from. Over 150 missed field goals in extra points combined.
Is it 300 how much you're paying for your happy ending down in Florida?
No, apparently that was only $60.
That's insane, though.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I don't know. The problem is, I don't know.
Apparently, Robert Kraft was trying to get...
Probably the analytics to compare that, whether, that's a big season or not.
Yeah, I'd have to really look into past seasons, but
I know that's a lot.
Apparently, it was the lowest accuracy for kickers of the season. Which is
We'll just do 150 divided by 16 weeks. You're looking at
averaging 9
per week.
per week. Yeah,
That's insane.
actually it's 17 weeks, but close enough. But that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Regardless of anything, that's absolutely.
And some of them were
ridiculous.
like big enough where they cost people games.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's why we like the field goals.
Justin Tucker.
Yep, that was a big one.
Chicago.
There was a couple that
Speaking of Chicago,
I mean,
did
look
you
at
see
how many OTs were
ahead.
extended because of missed field goals.
Let's talk about the 2 ties that we had back-to-back weeks.
Yeah.
Did you see that the kicker from Chicago is leaving Chicago?
Shocking.
They released him.
Not surprised.
I'm shocked. Oh wait, no, I'm not.
Yep.
Even
Not
after
surprised.
everybody was threatening to kill him.
Yeah, well,
Even though that wasn't his fault, but hey.
it wasn't his fault. The ball was tipped. Looked at the replay.
Yep.
Hey. Broken legs aplenty. There were a lot of broken legs this year.
Insane. Is it? Shouldn't have been that way.
Who is the one that got their bone popped out of the skin?
That was the guy from the
That was
it Cowboys?
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Alan
Hearns?
Yeah, I think it
Hearns.
was Alan Hearns.
It was Hearns. Any update on him?
I haven't heard anything.
I think he actually saw the same guy as Alex Smith.
That's kind of scary considering Alex Smith got an infection during the.
Well, I know somebody else got an infection too from the same guy, so I don't know why.
I'll research it. Keep going.
Okay. But yeah, no, there were a lot of broken legs and torn ACLs, MCLs. It was crazy the amount of leg injuries this year.
NFL's gone too soft. They need to work They need to work these guys' bodies back into shape so they can prepare for this kind of stuff.
So
There's nothing here.
nothing new.
No.
Okay. So questionable loyalties throughout the season, throughout the teams, especially with Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown now.
Those are the big
Joe
big
Flacco with the Ravens.
Jay Flaccolicious.
I wouldn't say yes.
That his loyalty was in question.
I'm just saying loyalty in question in general, like loyalty to maybe the Ravens' loyalty to Flacco.
Okay, I
The
can see the opposite way, I guess.
Or Bell's loyalty to football or whatever, you know.
I can understand what you're saying about Joe Flacco, but at the same time, you have to leave the aspect out of it of loyalty, and it's a business, and they made a business decision.
I understand that, which we will get to. Don't worry, Flacco will be coming up in
I mean, they
major deaths soon.
cleared a shit ton of cap space by trading him away, which was the main reason why they got rid of him in the first place.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Clear that cap, baby.
By the way, I have to say I told you so.
Yeah.
You remember at the beginning of the season?
I do.
Yep, thank you.
Yeah. No, I mean,
I'll admit I was wrong.
Honestly, about halfway, not even halfway, as soon as they picked up, my fucking God, Lamar Jackson, Jesus Christ, I knew that was it. The Ravens were going in a different direction, and Lamar Jackson's the future of that team.
Well, I wanted to see how Lamar played first before I was going to say, oh yeah, they were.
He still needs a full season.
Agreed.
He's still a work in progress, like any rookie quarterback is. Ask Sam Darnold how he's doing in New York. He's a work in progress too. But like any quarterback, you need to have pieces around your quarterback.
Yes.
Yeah, agreed. You need that O-line.
Exactly.
Without that O-line, you can have the best quarterback in the league. It don't matter.
Unless you're Peyton Manning and you know how you can throw short passes and somehow throw deep balls still.
Players don't have loyalty.
In 99 out of 100 cases in any pro sport.
This is true. The only loyalty they have is to that paycheck.
Nowadays.
But honestly, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't begrudge anyone for going anywhere for money.
I don't begrudge anyone for going anywhere for money. But when you're making a ridiculous contract, a.k.a. Manuel Machado.
Yeah. That contract's absurd, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that. I'm just saying. The fact that you make that kind of money is freaking ridiculous.
Agreed.
Yeah, absolutely agreed. What's your biggest surprise of the season? There can be multiple big
Patrick
surprises.
Mahomes was one of them. I did not expect him I expected him to do well, but I did not expect him to do that well.
I go Pittsburgh with the way that they just kind of self-destructed on themselves. I mean, they finished third in the division, and you was just like you weren't expecting them to just all of a sudden collapse. I mean, their players want to get the hell out, and it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, when you have, Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell both going, peace.
I'm waiting for the mass mutiny that's going to happen. I guarantee you, Mike Tomlin not going to be there next year if they don't perform.
Oh hell no! My biggest surprise, and I'm going to stick with the AFC North, is actually the Cleveland Browns.
Brady, who everyone hates, wants to win, though changed his contract to get better team around him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns. Honestly, they exceeded expectations, in my opinion.
Baker Mayfield.
Thank you, Baker Mayfield. When Baker Mayfield came in, that's when
there is a name from the past.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
I think that was one of my biggest surprises, how well Mayfield came in and took over that team and made it his own.
Agreed. I was kind of shocked.
Another surprise. Nope, you said mine. Patrick Mahomes was my other one. And Fitzmagic was another surprise of the season. That was fun. That was fun to.
It was fun while it lasted.
Yeah.
For those couple weeks.
So we talked about the biggest surprise. Well, who was your biggest letdown?
Chargers.
Really?
I was really, honestly, could see them doing so much. But, I mean, they did what? They were 7 and 0, I think, at one point.
Something like that. Or 6-0.
And look where they ended up.
Yep.
They just derailed.
Mm-hmm.
So, honestly, that's the biggest letdown for me. I'm like, you had such an amazing start to your season, and then you just fly off a cliff somewhere.
Yes. Josh?
The Super Bowl.
Okay, that's fair, too.
I was waiting for it.
That was the biggest disappointment of the whole season.
That was.
I'll agree with that.
So overall, the season was actually a lot of fun. If you really think about it, there was a lot of great storylines that came out of it. It was a lot of fun to actually pay attention for once.
Yeah.
And you built up actually a lot of great moments, and then you end with the Super Bowl like that.
Yeah, that Super Bowl was atrocious. That's probably the worst Super Bowl I've ever seen.
I actually have 2 letdowns.
Okay.
The Arizona Cardinals.
Okay.
And the Atlanta Falcons.
The Atlanta Falcons have been let down the last 2 seasons, honestly.
This year they were atrocious.
They were really bad this year, but
considering the fact Julio Jones didn't score a touchdown until like the ninth
week
of the season, I mean, shit.
Yeah, what the fuck's up with that, too?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then you have Matt Ryan. Really? Dude did nothing.
That whole team did nothing.
No, absolutely agreed.
28-3.
Huh?
They haven't been the same since that.
No, they haven't.
Yeah, no, agreed.
28-3.
It took me a second to realize what the hell you were talking about, but yeah, no, agreed.
So another
year. What about the Cardinals for you?
Cardinals?
Disappointment.
It just, you have such a great core around you. Why could you not get anything down the field?
Because they have no offensive line and no speedsters to go down the field.
That's true. But you also had a lot of quarterback issues. You
started a rookie quarterback.
Yeah, I forgot that he was a rookie. Actually,
yeah. You started a rookie You started your rookie quarterback, and he got thrown into the fire.
Surprise! Welcome to the NFL, bitch.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Sam Darnold had a better year than he did.
I think Jimmy Garoppolo had a better year than he did.
Damn. First off. Second off, I am actually kind of excited for next season with Sam Darnold.
I'm kind of excited for next season for a few things, actually, in the NFL.
Yeah, but I can't remember the last time I actually was enthused about the next season.
Well, Sam Darnold's going to be a good quarterback. They just need to put pieces around him.
Yeah, we've got a few still.
Exactly.
We traded most of them away, but we have a few still.
So, another theme of the year was roughing the passer. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Flag.
Oh. 15-yard penalty.
Honestly,
First down!
Honestly, it got better
As the season progressed. Because they finally released that video. Like, the NFL refs got that new video. And I thought that was great that they actually addressed the issue. You know? So, when you think about it, that was perfect. But you still had those questionable calls, especially in the playoffs.
Agreed. There was definitely still questionable calls. But it was nowhere near as bad as the first 3 weeks.
4 weeks.
4 weeks, whatever it was.
It was like the first month that we were talking about roughing the passer.
Well, pass interference too, but...
Oh, trust me, that's a great segue into the worst call in NFL history. Oh, I mean non-call.
You're talking which one? There was a couple.
The Saints.
Are you talking about the Saints? Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
I'm talking about the Saints. So this year, I'm predicting it. They're going to add challenges to penalties.
They got to. I mean, pretty much every other sport has it.
Sort of.
There's some kind of review system. There's some kind of challenge system in place.
In the case of the NHL, you can't really review a slash or a hold.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about key plays. You can review goals. You can challenge goals. That play was very important to that game.
It was.
And you should be able to...
That's in hindsight, though.
No, not even in hindsight. That you're coming down the field last, that play made that game. And I think even at the time people knew that. I think.
Yeah.
You should be able to challenge it.
We'll see what happens come the summertime because there's going to be a lot of things addressed. What did you think about the pass interference misses this year?
One play that stands out, like you said, is the Saints one.
Well, that was blatant as fuck.
Yeah, that was blatant as hell. He was tackling him before the ball even got there.
Yeah. That was clearly pass interference, dude. I want someone to change my mind on that.
I mean, there was a lot of no call, PI calls that should have been called. Sometimes they were just letting them play, and I'm fine with that. But at the same time, if it's blatant,
like that,
it needs to be called.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I agree with you. I'm fine with letting the boys play. We talk about it in hockey as long as it's fair.
Yeah, as long as...
Even in basketball, if someone accidentally got a foul and they just missed it or something and they kept playing, that's fine. I'm okay with that. But be fair. Don't miss that pass interference and then call like the next roughing the passer. That was bullshit.
Exactly.
Yep.
So just while we're talking about it, the reffing issues in the league need to be addressed.
Agreed. 100%.
That's one of the big themes of this season. Actually, this has been a theme for the last couple of seasons. Honestly, I don't think it's really gotten much better since the replacements.
We all remember the replacements.
We don't want to talk about the replacements. Oh my god. Remember that Green Bay game?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. That was so bad.
Tell us how you really feel, John.
No, I won't. One of the final themes of the year. I wanted to change this up just because of what happened the last couple of days, but I'll be nice. The year of the 6 rings. Tom Brady, where do you put him? Where do you put Tom Brady at this point? With 6 rings, honestly.
The best.
Yeah, he's definitely one of them. Top 3. Maybe top 5.
Yeah, I'd give top 5.
Put him top 10.
Top 10? I'd go top 5.
But mine just might be a personal hatred for Tom Brady. So.
Yeah, but let's look at it from a football standpoint. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. We're going to look back, and when he goes in the Hall of Fame, we're like, yeah, I remember when he played.
Ass.
He was awesome. He was great, but we still wish he would stop winning.
And he'll still be winning. When he's getting the gold jacket, he'll still be winning. He'll be getting another ring.
Yes. It'll be the 8th ring for the New England Patriots.
Unfortunately, Robert Kraft will not be there.
Bye, Felicia. Just get thanks. You're a dick. Hi, Nick. What is your biggest takeaway of 2018 of the 2018 season?
Hello, Cleveland.
Yes.
Yeah. Agreed.
Cleveland and Kansas City. Looking ahead to 2019, what do you hope for? Besides the Patriots not making the Super Bowl.
Well,
The
that's
Cleveland
the
Browns.
big one.
The Cleveland Browns fall flat on their face.
You really think that's gonna happen?
You said, "What am I looking forward to?" I want that to happen.
Okay.
I don't want them to be great.
Honestly, I don't.
But I'm also looking forward to the Steelers falling on their faces too, because that seems to be the more likely scenario.
That's already happening, dude. That kind of is. I think Mike Tomlin's over there, like with his foot out. Like
He's already got one foot out the door.
I'm interested to see where Antonio Brown ends up.
that'll be sooner rather than later. I cannot wait. I actually can't wait for 2019. I think football season is actually going to be a lot of fun
Agreed.
because I feel like the playoff teams are going to be much different next season. I don't know. My gut's kind of telling me that we're going to see the Browns in there. We're going to see the Patriots actually not make it.
No, I think the Patriots will make it one more year.
You think that'll be it?
Yeah.
I think the Saints are going to get redemption. Talked about that. It's confirmed. It's right here.
I saw the thing is that it still has to be confirmed, or it still has to
Here it
be
is.
Vegas Golden Raiders.
What? Vegas Golden Raiders.
Vegas Golden Raiders. What the hell?
Jeez.
Bye, Felicia. I'm fine with it. I mean,
But,
Blah, blah, blah.
blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Because it's LA. It's also LA.
It's
and they still only won one championship.
Dos.
Oh.
Dos. But
To play with LeBron.
mm-hmm.
Let me check real quick.
Something like that.
Milwaukee, right?
Yeah.
Usually have their last 10 on here.
Something like that. I don't remember the exact stats. So he looks that up. I'm going to move on.
1, 2, 4.
It does.
At the end of the day, it's all we really are.
Yeah. Yes. What opening day is?
The Monday after WrestleMania.
That does not help me. A date?
Hold on.
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
WrestleMania is the first weekend in April.
So April, 3rd? No, that was last year.
No, it's actually later this year.
13th
13th?
is that Saturday after.
No, it won't be the 13th because I'll be at the Orioles game on the 13th because we'll be in Boston that weekend.
You said it was the weekend after WrestleMania.
Which is the first week of... Either way.
Hold on. Okay, the point is...
Oh, it's fucking insane.
And if they did, they weren't willing to pay what he wanted.
What is that? The AL West or the NL West?
NL.
NL West, thank you.
That's insane, dude. That's just nuts. No.
Honestly, are you getting out of that division? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, it's fine if you want to go play for a team that has a chance at winning. Fine. But you pick that team?
Yeah. But I do
don't
agree
get
with
it.
Josh on this. They were pretty much the only team that was willing to pay that money.
Yeah, agreed.
And so, what other choices do you have?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what it is.
It's either you you play for the Padres or you continue sitting on the sideline or without a team, period, kind of like Bryce Harper, who we're about to talk about, and you try to get to the team that you want for the money you want that no one's going to pay you. So, as we were saying, as I just mentioned him, Bryce Harper is still on the table. Bryce Harper is also looking for a $300+ million contract.
Wasn't him and the Phillies finishing up a contract?
It's not official yet.
I know, but I think that contract's in the work.
I'm
gonna say he's gonna take less money.
I think at this point he would be smart to, not in the sense because Manny Machado got the big contract, but in the sense that if he really is hell bent on playing baseball, take a less money, build up your stock a little bit more, put a decent opt out, and go somewhere else after the opt out.
What he really needs to do is sign and get his ass to spring training.
I agree with that too.
Because if he's not there for spring training, he's not going to be ready for the regular season.
Agreed, 100%. He needs to he needs to get this contract sorted out.
I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. Because, dude, you're Le'Veon Bell right now.
Yeah.
You're pretty much Le'Veon Bell.
I was gonna say he's less of an asshole, but
he's still an asshole.
He's an asshole.
He's an asshole.
Yeah.
Craig Kimbrell is aiming to get a big contract done. Is he worth it? I mean, he's not a bad pitcher, but
he's not worth it.
He's not worth what he's asking for.
Look, I don't care who you are. Ain't nobody worth $100 million, $200 million, $300 million.
I agree with that. Well, maybe Brady.
But I agree. Honestly, some of these contracts are just absurd. No one's worth the amount of money that some of these people are getting.
And you're only going to get maybe 4 years out of a prospective 10-year deal that's actually going to be a good play.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to jinx anybody, and I apologize if I do. I'll apologize ahead of time, but watch Manny go down the way that Chris Davis did.
I hope he does.
Like,
then we'll see how he really. Then we'll see who his character really is.
So Moustakas. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Mike Moustakas?
Yes, he's back.
Moustakas.
After injury. So the Brewers got one of their. God damn it! I'm so glad I'm going to be editing this later for YouTube. What the fuck?
Anyway,
love you guys.
All right,
what we got?
So he finally returns from injury for the Milwaukee Brewers, which the Brewers really need him. So the Giants manager, Bruce Bochy, is set to retire at the end of 2019. He's been in the league as their manager for, ever.
He deserves the Hall of Fame.
He does.
He was a great manager and a great player.
You know who as much as I hate the Yankees, but this man will be in the Hall of Fame one day. No other, but CC Sabathia is finally retiring. He should have retired 3 seasons ago, but that's beside the point.
Yeah.
And Bartolo Colon too.
I forgot.
There's a couple. There's a couple out there. You're like, you're still playing? Like, stop, dude.
You're still
right.
Stop.
So Indians lose Francisco Lindor for another 4 to 5 weeks. He hyperextended his knee, if I remember correctly.
Fine.
Yeah, okay.
Tape that bitch up and get back to playing.
I thought you were supposed to stretch out.
Yeah, right. The MLB doesn't want to bring DH over to the NL. Smart move or bad move, honestly?
Bad move. They just need to do away with. They just need to bring the DH over to both sides.
I agree with that. Oh, spring training has officially begun, and as I mentioned, the Orioles are 2-1. The Nationals are 2-1. The Indians are 3-0. The Brewers are 0-3.
Still sitting there drinking a beer.
And the Houston Astros won today, if I remember correctly. So that is your quick little update on some of the finer details. But spring training has something interesting that's going on right now. The pitch clock is here.
I disagree.
It is set at 20 seconds.
I disagree.
I basically don't like it because it slows down the game, but you know what? I like it because the pitcher gets in the dude's head by going slower. And then maybe he gets faster. Then he gets slower again. Then he goes fast again.
I don't really see this changing the speed of the game. I'm sorry. I can't see it changing that dramatically. And 20 seconds can be a very long time. If you really clock the average pitcher, they usually get the next pitch off within 15 to 18 seconds, regardless. So, what is the point of the 20-second clock? You're telling me that you're trying to speed up the game. But the problem is, some of the pitches that hold off, that make things longer, they'll throw to first base, to try to get the runner out at first.
Yeah.
Well, I think the whole point is MLB trying to save face by saying, hey, look, we're trying to do something.
Yeah, well, you don't need to change the game. That's the thing. You actually don't need to change the game. Everyone likes baseball for the fact that it is a leisure sport.
They're just trying to get more viewers. I'm trying to get the casual fan to be like, ooh, this is more
You
fun.
need a player that can bring it back.
I know.
You're not going to draw people back in by saying, oh, yeah, the games only last an hour now. No, you're not going to draw the fans back in because of that, because people are going to be like, I'm not going to watch 9 innings in an hour. Screw that. Why am I going to...
not going to a baseball park for an hour?
Exactly. I'm not going to spend 3 hours in line just to spend an hour at the game.
Hell, I spent an hour just trying to get downtown.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a little overemphasized, but it's beside the point. I mean, you're spending so much time just trying to get downtown and fight your way through traffic to get to the stadium, only to spend an hour? That's ridiculous.
Fuck that.
No, that ain't happening. Fuck that.
No, I'm not saying that the games are going to be an hour. I'm really exaggerating.
No, I know, but I'm playing off of it.
No, you're fine, but it's true. You gotta really consider this, So it's not going to speed the game up. I don't think it will, because you still got to factor in commercial breaks. You still have to factor in timeouts. You still got to factor in umpire reviews. You still got to factor in all sorts of different things. You got to limit the batter from leaving the box the whole time, or multiple times.
Yeah.
Let's think about it. I did like what they implemented last year, where you limited the amount of people, limited the amount of times that you can go up to the mound, which I appreciated that. You limited that, and that's okay. That's great. I mean, it actually wasn't even a factor last season, which was great. It didn't take away from the game.
True.
But the pitch clock, I feel, is going to take away from the integrity of the game. No one likes being forced to speed up. Nobody likes to be forced to speed up.
No.
Exactly.
That's fine with me.
I'm sorry.
What you're saying is, I understand.
Yeah. If we go to a baseball game, we know we're going to be there for 3.5 hours.
I want to be able to sit there and leisurely drink 2 or 3 beers and have a pretzel. I want to be able to enjoy my time. I want to be able to sit back, relax, and watch some baseball and boo the crap out of the team that's playing the Orioles.
Or the Orioles. Yeah, I was about to say, what are the Orioles all last season? All right, so we have some interesting things that I came up with. This is a topic that we're kind of familiar with doing this. It's bold predictions. We make a lot of bold predictions on here. Lots of bold predictions. But this time, we're going to do something fun. We're going to give our own individual... We're going to do our individual bold predictions of the remainder of 2019. We're going to start with Josh, because he actually has his up and ready. He wrote it down.
I did.
What the heck is this shit?
I know, I'm actually prepared for once. I made this before a couple things happened. I said the Wizards make the playoffs. I think after trading for Jabari Parker and what's the other dude's name? I'm drawing a blank on the other dude's name.
That guy.
Yeah, that guy. I think they have a better team than they did before. Breaking news: Roman Reigns is in remission.
Yeah, I just saw that, but I was going to save that until we got to the WWE part. But
Anywho, the Wizards make the playoffs. Now, this one I made before this happened, but I said the Browns will finish better than the Steelers. This is before I found out that they signed Kareem Hunt. Which is funny, the day that I wrote this is the day that it came out that they signed Kareem Hunt.
I forgot to mention that, by the way.
Now, there is rumor that Kareem Hunt will be suspended for 12 games this coming season. So, We'll see.
So Chubb is still going to be their number one.
Which is okay with me because
Yeah.
Chubb is a damn good running back. My third one is that the Orioles will have fewer than 100 losses this season.
Okay.
I think there's really no cancer in the locker room this year. They're playing with house money. I think they're going
You
to win.
still have Chris Davis.
You know what? Who cares?
Okay.
You know, they're playing with house money. I think they're going to rattle off a couple wins. You know? They have a good chance. I have the Lakers not making the playoffs this year. I don't care how badly the LA LeBrons have LeBron James and how badly he plays. They're not making the playoffs. And then I went to golf on my final one.
Okay.
I said Tiger Woods breaks Phil Mickelson's record for most majors won.
Ooh.
I like that.
Ooh, I like that a lot, actually. Way to throw a little mix into the gears there. We don't usually talk golf, so.
No. All right.
So those are my 5 bold predictions for 2019.
1.
Go for it.
Patrick Mahomes is a one-off fluke.
Oh. Okay.
He will not have anywhere near a year that he had previously.
Okay.
2. Pittsburgh Penguins will not make the playoffs this year.
Oh.
I don't see it happening.
Okay.
It's big, but I don't see it happening.
Which is what the Asian lady said to Robert Kraft.
3. I think a Canadian team is going to win the cup this year.
Okay.
I don't
Especially
know which
after today.
one.
You're fine. But I'm still going to play off of it. Number 1, the Browns make the playoffs. Regardless of Kareem Hunt, with Baker Mayfield and with Chubb, I think they can make the playoffs.
Okay.
Number 2, Duke will fall in the first round of the March Madness tournament.
Okay.
Now that Zion is out, he is out actually indefinitely, is the last I heard.
I don't think he's coming back.
I don't think he's coming back before the tournament, so I think Duke is out in the first round.
I don't even think Duke makes the tournament.
Ooh.
If they make the tournament, it'll be because they're Duke.
They're gonna make the tournament, dude. Duke always makes the tournament. I would be surprised, truthfully, that they don't make the tournament. Number 3, the Boston Red Sox will collapse this year. I doubt it.
And the Orioles will win the World Series.
That is way too bold for even my list, dude.
It's too bold for the Asian lady in Florida.
God damn it. Number 4. Am I on 3 or 4? 4. I'm on number 4. Honestly, Tiger Woods will not win a major this year.
Okay.
Number 5. Contrary to popular belief, Dean Ambrose will not be retiring after WrestleMania.
He's going to sign with AEW.
Actually, my bold prediction for that one is he's going to go to ROH.
I think he's going to sign with
I remember one when the AAF.
Oh my God, I hate the AAF, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Will actually gain traction this year. We
Okay.
shall see about that one, but it got a lot of good reviews this first couple weeks.
We're going to talk about it. I might have to add a new category if that's the case.
I haven't seen any of the AAF.
Think of NFL football, but without extra points and 2-point conversions only.
I mean, I've heard about it, but I just haven't seen it.
Oh, and you can pretty much do whatever you want.
I think we can all agree, though, that we'll just...
I like that.
My fifth one was that the Browns have a
I think we
comeback
all have the
season.
Browns in one of ours.
They're gonna have a comeback season. They're gonna. So
We'll see what happens. All right. So now that that's out of the way, we're gonna do our miscellaneous, as we always do. So Daytona 500 was 2 weeks ago. As you heard from the outside commentary, Hamlin took the win, but not until after there was a late crash with 10 laps to go.
yep.
And this past weekend was Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Kozlowski took this one. Thoughts on Duke UVA rivalry? This has been a good rivalry brewing for the last couple of seasons now with the ACC.
I think it's good for the NCAA.
I think it's great for the NCAA. Could
Like,
this be the next Duke North Carolina?
Yeah.
We're next to Maryland.
I think this is more. I think you got it on the
Duke,
nose right there.
Maryland. That's a good one. That's a good comparison.
Because you can't beat out Duke North Carolina rivalry ever.
But this is a really good rivalry.
I love it. At the time I wrote this, Duke actually overtook Tennessee on the number one, but now they dropped to like 7th.
Let me bring it up real quick.
You bring that up because Duke lost Zion, as I mentioned in my bold predictions. Duke lost Zion to a sprained leg injury. I don't know full what happened, but
The shoe fell apart.
Duke is his third.
Oh, third? I thought they fell further. Who was it that fell very far? No? Okay.
Yeah,
Gonzaga took over number one.
Yeah.
Where'd Tennessee drop to?
7th.
Oh, they're the ones that dropped to 7th. I knew someone dropped to 7th.
Yeah, your top 10 are Gonzaga, Virginia, Duke, Kentucky, North Carolina, Michigan State, Tennessee, Houston, Michigan, and Marquette.
Right? Is Maryland still in?
No.
Yes.
Oh,
12th.
Yeah. 17th.
17th. They're 17th. Maryland bumped up from 25th to 17th. Awesome. They might actually make the tournament this year.
We'll see.
Cannot
They're
wait.
getting close.
Now, we were just talking about the AAF. Honest opinions on it. Anyone seen it?
I've watched a few parts of it. I like certain aspects of it.
Okay.
I like that you can hear the refs reviewing everything.
Okay.
So you get the concept of how they reach their decisions.
Verdict.
I like that. I think it's no kickoff. Or do they? There's
I
something.
have no idea the rules.
I don't know, honestly.
I know one of the major rules is there's no extra point.
Yes.
There's no kickoff.
There's no kickoff either?
I didn't think there was. I don't
Okay.
agree with that. And I don't agree with that when they're talking about getting rid of it in the NFL anyway. So, I don't know, honestly. I think it could gain footing because of how many people are pissed off at the NFL right now.
The crazy thing is a lot of people are not anymore. It's kind of interesting when you think about it. Like, the NFL is actually not as, scrutinized as you think it is anymore.
No, they've definitely made a better name for themselves over the last year. They've gotten some viewers back. But I still think the AAF has a niche. It's not going to be a big one. They're never going to, contest the NFL ever.
No.
But they could
agree
have a
with that.
small niche.
It's like everybody trying to take on the WWE. It's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen. And they've learned that.
I still think they're going to have a small niche and gain some popularity.
Honestly,
this year.
ROH has finally learned that. They're like, we're not trying to be WWE. We're done. We're not going to take them out. TNA still can't get it through their heads.
We'll see.
Yep. We shall see. We'll see what the AAF has to bring because, honestly, it looks like it can be something. But I'm going to be a little honest. I don't like all the heavy hitting as heavily as I thought I would, especially when you had that guy literally lose his helmet.
Yeah, he got freaking hammered.
I still think you need some kind of rules when it comes to hitting someone in the head. Josh, back me up on this one. Nope. You want someone to be tackled in the head?
I like letting them play.
I don't mind them letting them play, but I still say, look, concussions are no joke.
No, I know, but I like letting them play. I like seeing the big hits. You don't get to see it anymore in the NFL.
Yeah, true. I don't mind the big hits either. Because I like Sean Taylor, and he had some big hits.
So did Ed Reed.
So did Ed Reed.
So did Troy Polamalu.
All right, Josh. It's our favorite moment. I know. We're almost done. I know.
You're good.
We're almost done.
You're good.
We're literally almost done.
I know.
So Elimination Chamber. Did you watch it?
I did.
Okay. So thoughts on
I
it?
picked 12.
You did? No, that was Rumble.
Oh, that's right. That was the before I remember. Never mind. It's been so long since we're talking about wrestling.
Yeah, I know. What'd you think of it?
Kofi Kingston should have won.
I agree with that. I was going to talk about that in a minute, but you skipped right ahead. Can Kofi finally break through? He's got a match with, what's his name? God, at Fastlane.
Way to skip topics, Josh.
No problem, man. That's what I do. But no, I honestly, Kofi, he deserves it. He's been around for so long, and it's time for him to break out. He definitely deserves it. He killed it. He killed it at Elimination Chamber. He was freaking phenomenal, to say the least, at Elimination Chamber. The women's tag team, that was okay. I didn't get to see the whole thing. But
By the way, the ending was predictable.
Exactly.
The winners were predictable. Who else were you going to give it to?
Most of that night was predictable, to be honest with you.
Minus Kofi.
Kofi was not predictable until he took too many risks.
Yep.
Once you saw him take too many risks, that's when you realized Daniel Bryan was going over.
Yep. Honest opinion on Dean Ambrose leaving. They buried him, dude.
I mean, yeah, they buried him.
I'm gonna go back to, what was it? November or December? Well, we were just talking about Roman Reigns. I forgot when he left.
Roman Reigns left in October.
Was that October? Was it that long ago?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I'm gonna say this: Dean Ambrose has not been the same since they pulled that dumb shit that night.
No,
Try to prove me wrong on that.
They squandered him.
They dropped the ball on Dean Ambrose. I feel like it would be different had they not done that heel turn the same night that you have your top star have to announce that he has cancer.
And then tonight he comes back and he's in remission. He announced that he is in remission.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's back yet.
No, but congratulations to Roman Reigns.
So, unfortunately, Dan Ambrose will be gone after WrestleMania. Has the WWE buried Braun?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I kind of saw this happening. He had so much momentum. They just never gave him the title.
He got hurt. That's what killed his momentum.
And then they buried him.
I know.
All right. The Hall of Fame inductions are coming out. The first one has been announced.
Generation X.
Thoughts on this one?
What's there to say except well deserved?
I'm looking forward to this one. I am looking forward to some chaos at WrestleMania. Generation X has broken the rules like they said they would, and they are taking themselves, oh, I cannot wait, to New York and into the Hall of Fame where they deserve to be. Now I have a question. Will this pave the way for China to be inducted as an individual?
I don't see why she wouldn't be inducted anyway.
Well, she's getting inducted, obviously, as a backdoor way with DX.
Yeah.
Shut up. Yeah. I know that was a bad pun when it comes to China.
Actually, forgive me for saying this, but one of the names of her porno.
I know it's backdoor to China. I know. Trust me. I know. That's why I was trying not to say it. I'm editing this part out later.
We have to.
Oh, God. I'm so glad I'm doing this like this.
Yeah.
Except for...
We're screwed on Facebook, but...
Yeah, Facebook, we're always screwed.
We love you guys.
But on a serious note, is this...
Yes, I think it does open the door, but like I said, at the same time, she should have already been inducted.
Yep. I agree with that.
Yep.
All right. Final segment, as we always do, is the penalty box. Anyone got a penalty box over the last couple of weeks? Because I really don't. I actually don't for once. I usually find something funny, but we've been saying the one penalty box all night.
Yeah, I mean, there's that.
There's really only that.
I got nothing.
I got nothing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
We've been making fun of it all night, so that's about it.
That's our penalty box is Robert Kraft. Done.
Yeah.
Like, we're all in agreement. It's like, you're an idiot, dude.
Yep.
You spent $60 and now you got busted in a prostitution ring where you could have just gotten yourself on Tinder.
Oh, boy.
Or you could have gone to the old people's home.
On Tinder.
No, you need to go on Tinder. Just go, like I said, just go to the old people's home.
You just need to go to the old people's home. You could just go to a random college and be like, I got $9 billion.
Who wants it?
Yeah. And the bitch ain't one. I broke him. I broke him. All right, guys. On a serious note, Wednesday we will return with our hockey show. I can't wait. This week is going to be fun. We got a lot of trades to go through. Some big ones came down the pike.
Trades.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Ovi has been hitting milestone after milestone after milestone after milestone. We got to talk about Kuzi beating out Ovi in that game winner the other night.
I still think they did it at the same time.
I think they did too, but
we'll see.
Whatever. We've got who just got hurt? Zuccarello?
Zuccarello has to be traded to the Stars.
Yep. Del Zotto. We've got big names. Wayne Simmons.
Yeah, the Preds are gonna have all the black guys. It's gonna be a joke.
No. Oh, I gotta cut this part out too.
We're gonna end it here.
Yes, we are gonna end it here because I do not want him to say what he said earlier. No.
All right, guys. Tune in Wednesday, 8:00 for the hockey show, and then next Monday also.
Peace out, guys.
Peace.
Deuces.